Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Down.
Love from the gun. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
That's Reed on the slant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Come on, set.
Shotgun now for Love. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And look at this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's got Devontae Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And That's good for an Eagles first down.
Good. Set. Delta.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Taken in by Smith. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. They're going to run with Barkley. Is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jaden Reed to return this. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready.
Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Second and 3 now.
Let's go.
Picks the handoff, now Love. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
4th down, here's Love. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Great, set.
They bring their tight end left. On the play fake, it's Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
No touch.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. On the return, Britton Covey. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set.
They give to Barkley, left side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
No touch, set. No touch.
Throwing off the play fake here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the 1st half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the 2nd half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Gets this one to Watson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Darius Slay with the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more.
Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought 1st half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just 1 snap later.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Packers are able to bring this back to the 35-yard line. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Eagles will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
No turn, set. No turn.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Great, set. No turn.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And now they're up against it here on fourth down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No turn.
Back to throw it. He's going to push one deep down the... Brought in inside the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. And look at this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Down.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Able to get it to Reed. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Packers.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
On second down, Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with third down and 5.
Here we go.
Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. And that boot will instead be what starts our fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the third. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do. So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. First down, a run with Barkley. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They have themselves another first and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now Hurts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
No touch.
Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
No touch.
He's back to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. They did it! He made the interception! And the Packers have some new life in the fourth.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Love. He's got Watson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready, set.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Set, ready.
He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Has a big hole left. And he's finally brought down at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
They'll run, Jacobs. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's brought down for a loss. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Set, hut. All right, go. Hut, hut.
Jacobs. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
No touch, sir. No touch.
Back to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Packers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Connects on the crosser. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And that makes it 2nd and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been in.
Put the body on the line for his team. And they break the tie as it's cut for a touchdown. What a... catch, Brock, and that's the play that should win this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Good, sir. No touch.
He'll look to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
No touch, sir. No touch.
One final shot here. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small